Today is November 1st, 2021, so it's time for another monthly update video, and we're going to talk a bit about what we've got coming up in November, what went on in the very long but busy month of October. And I always like to begin with three big things, and they are three pretty significant things this time around. Big thing number one, I am joining the River West Radio Drive Time show in the prime time of 4 to 5:30 p.m. every other Wednesday. The host asked me if I would come on as a co-host, and that's about all the amount of time that I can make for it, but it's kind of a foray into doing some more general type of radio. Big thing number two, and this is a really big thing, a worldwide event that goes on an entire week. My wife, Andy Shaka, is running Women's Entrepreneurship Week, which is centered here in Milwaukee, but is available to people all over the world. A whole bunch of really cool free events running from Monday, the 8th of November, all the way to Saturday, the 13th. There's a ton of things. You can see the link below. So if you're at all interested in it, by the way, it's not just for women. Anybody who's interested in entrepreneurship or women's issues can join in on it as well. Anybody can find an event that they would be quite interested in. Big thing number three, people have been asking for this for a long time, and we are finally 2 steps away from actually making it happen, and those steps will happen early in this month. We're going to be putting out some merch for the YouTube channel, for me, Dr. Sadler, and it's the kind of stuff that I think people will really get into. So those are the big things coming up this month. Let's talk about what happened in October. So before we even get to talking about videos or podcasts or things like that, October had a lot going on, and let me just tell you what some of the things that were going on were. In my classes, of course, it was midterm, which means that students are kind of panicking. They're a little bit more panicky in our, COVID-19 situation where we're doing things still remotely, and I think people are kind of worn out. I also got, as did my wife, the double whammy of a flu shot and COVID booster on the same day, and man, did that have some side effects. That cut a good bit into some of the things that I wanted to do this month. We've also been spending some time going to events here in the Milwaukee area. We're, members of the Milwaukee Symphony Orchestra, so we went to a couple concerts. My oldest daughter was in a musical, so I, went there with my mother-in-law, and there were a few other events as well. But the biggest thing, of course, for October was Stoicon, which Andy and I both ran with the help of a few other people. Videos from that will be coming out later on this month in November in the Modern Stoicism channel, not in my channel. And that was a lot of work. It went quite well with a few technical difficulties. But for an online international event, it went pretty good with a lot of speakers, a lot of different panels. I've been teaching my academic classes, building them out. They're all online, so there's a good bit of that. I took on a number of new clients in October, and I've been, building out some platforms and doing things like that, and doing some writing on Medium as well. And so that took up a considerable amount of time. Videos. I got 5 half-hour Hegel videos. I probably would have gotten 6 if we hadn't gotten the inoculations. That took out a bit of my energy and for a couple days made me pretty sore. Wisdom for Life, we released those videos. Classic Metal Class 12, we released that one. And there was something that I did that I think a lot of people got a kick out of, going by views and comments, and that was the evil memes that have been going around, like evil Aristotle, vice ethics, evil this and that. Well, I did a evil Sadler meme, and it kind of caught on, and so I decided to do an evil Sadler video, and that was quite well received. So I think I'll be doing some more of those. I've been shooting a lot of speculative fiction studies videos from my Ursula K. Le Guin Earthsea class, and I've been releasing those. We are actually, in the channel, we're a bit behind all the videos that I've produced, and that's basically all we did in the channel. I didn't get to book reviews. I didn't get to caption contests. I didn't get to other things, in part because of the Stoicon and the midterms and vaccinations and all the work that I've been doing. Podcast, I did a lot of Sadler shorts, and I also put them into a curated Medium page. I'll put a link to that below so you can take a look and see all the different shorts. I'm going to be adding more information to that to tell you all about each of those. Those are like 3 to 5 minute podcast episodes talking about some classic or contemporary wisdom and unpacking it for you. And I've been doing some of the Sadler's lectures as well. We went through Leo Tolstoy's What is Art? I had 4 podcast episodes on that. I've been cranking away at the Miguel de Unamuno Tragic Sense of Life because I've got an existentialism class coming up next semester that will be using it. And that is basically all that we did during October. Very, very busy month. I'm looking forward to having a break coming up this next month of November. November is going to be a busy month, and it's very, very packed at the beginning. We kind of taper off as we get, towards Thanksgiving, which if you're American, nothing gets done over Thanksgiving. And if you're not American, you should probably expect that during the last week of November, you're not going to see an awful lot other than, maybe releasing videos and podcasts and stuff like that. So on the 3rd at 4 p.m., these are all Central Time, I will be coming on for the very first time. Well, it's actually not the very first time on the Drive Time show. I've been there as a guest. Now I'm going to be a co-host, and that will be new for me. You can listen to it anywhere in the world if you want to, just by going to River West Radio, WXRW 104.1 FM, and you can click the site below that I'll put in the video description, and you can find it and listen to me chatting about the daily events with my host Martin Hallinger. It should be quite interesting. He's running the board, so all I got to do is chit chat, and that's it. On the 4th at 12 p.m., I will be having the first and only live reading of this month. It just isn't working out as far as Thursdays go for other weeks. On the 6th at 12 p.m., that's a Saturday, we will have our monthly AMA, that's Ask Me Anything session, done with YouTube Live. Following that, on the 6th at 2 p.m., I'll have my Patreon exclusive philosophy chat. If you want to be part of that, that's a little bit more intimate. It's video conferencing. Well, then you want to become a Patreon supporter, and you want to support at the level that gets you that as a perk. On the 10th, that's a Wednesday at 5 p.m., we will have the half-hour Hegel Q&A and discussion. Anybody can show up to that. That is something that is underwritten by supporters of the half-hour Hegel project. By that time, we will also be in, as I mentioned, Women's Entrepreneurship Week. A lot of really great sessions coming up for that. So, the link for that is below. Check it out. There's a lot of really cool stuff coming up. On the 5th, I should also mention at 4 p.m., I forgot about this, Andy and I are going to be going on Massimo's podcast, which will be streaming live to talk about Stoicism, marriage, relationships, how to handle disagreement, how to make your life together better, all these sorts of things that may be of interest to you. And I'm sure there'll be a video coming out for that later in the month. On the 13th at 12 p.m., another Saturday, I'll be doing another one of my political theory and practice discussions. Have to determine what the actual topic is going to be. Haven't decided on that yet, but I'll be figuring that out before too long. On the 17th, I'll be coming back on to River West Radio that Wednesday at 4 p.m. for the Drive Time show. On the 20th, which is a Saturday at 12 p.m., Scott Truly and I will be doing our classic metal class. And this time we are going to be talking in particular about the interconnection between heavy metal, music videos, television shows before MTV became a huge matter, a going concern. There's a lot of backstory there that prepared the way for MTV becoming one of the premier places. On the 25th at 6 p.m., we'll be doing the Milwaukee Stoic Fellowship meeting. That's a chapter meeting. And then finally on the 27th at 12 p.m. and at 1:30 p.m., we will be doing Worlds of Speculative Fiction. This time around, I am doing the novel, and it is a very long novel, Anathem by Stevenson, that I think some people have been looking forward to for a long time. So those are the things we've got coming up as far as events go in November. Videos, I'm going to be, trying to get up to 6 half-hour Hegel videos done. I like to hit that quota if I can each month, but it's a little bit challenging from time to time. I'll also be doing some of the overdue book reviews that I've been trying to get to, but not succeeding. Much more of the, Le Guin, Earthsea, speculative fiction videos. You can expect those coming out. I don't know if I'm going to do any core concept videos. I might not, We'll see how many I can get to. There will be at least one evil Sadler video. I'm not going to say when it'll happen, but it will definitely happen since people got into that. And I'll probably do some personal videos and some caption contests and stuff like that, depending on how much time I have for doing things. Podcast, the Sadler's Lecture podcast. I'm finishing up with Miguel de Unamuno's Tragic Sense of Life. We will also be doing, of course, some other things. So I'm thinking Leo Shestov's All Things Are Possible, because I'm getting ready for that existentialism class, and Judith Jarvis Thompson's The Trolley Problem. I put out some videos on that a while back. I'm going to take those videos and convert them into podcast episodes. People have been looking forward to those. And then we'll do some more shorts as well. I don't know exactly who we're going to do in shorts, but we'll figure that out. The other two big things to talk about, I'm going to be doing some more writing in Medium and Quora. Hopefully, I'm going to be trying to grind away at those. And you'll probably see some courses coming out in my Teachable Academy and in Listenable, depending on how much time I find myself with to get things done. Finally, merch. We haven't yet decided what platform we're going with, but I've already been building some designs, and we're going to start out with it. And the idea is, Christmas is coming up. People want to buy presents, sometimes for others, sometimes for themselves. So it would be cool to actually have some stuff that can show your support, show your interest, and make some clever jokes, at philosophers and perhaps even my own expense. So you can keep an eye out for that in the near future. And that's pretty much it for the month of November. I hope all of you have a great month and hope to see some of you in these online events. Like I said, everything, click the video, show more, the video description, and you'll see these dates and various links to things. So I'm going to sign off right here.